To view reports for the tests that we did today, we would simply go to Reports, and I want to look at a summary of all the tests we did today. To do that, I would click on Fire Flow Work Order Results. Once I come to this screen, if I had more than one work order in here, I could filter the work order by ID, date, hydrant, or whatever. We only have one work order in here today, so I'm going to leave all of these unchecked, and I'm going to click on View Summary of Results. And I'll get a report that looks like this that's going to give me some basic information on each of the tests. It's going to give me static pressure, residual pressure, gallons per minute, my predicted flow at 20 psi, gallons used, NFPA classification, and color. So it's just a quick overview. If I want to look at a more detailed report, then I would go to the Hydrant Master Report. Again, we only have one work order in here, so I'm not going to filter the results. I'm simply going to click on View Report, and all of the reports will load up. This report gives us a little more detail with a photograph, predicted flow. And finally, if I wanted to see a master report of the fire hydrant with a graph on it, I would go to Fire Flow Work Order Results, select the particular fire hydrant that I want to see a report on, double click on it. So this is a report on hydrant H1. And this is called a Hydrant Master Report, and it gives us a lot of important information about our fire flow test. It gives us our NFPA classification and color, our predicted flow at 20 psi, and you'll note here that we did not reach the recommended 25% drop from static to residual, so we get a notice that says we did not meet that NFPA standard. Looking down through this, we see the work order ID, the person who did the test, address information. Over on this side we have GPS information. Further down on the list we have some attributes of that particular fire hydrant, manufacturer, number of nozzles, pumpers, etc., the date it was installed, bury depth, and so on. And then in this box we show the flow hydrants, and you'll see we have room for multiple hydrants here. If we were getting an unsatisfactory drop from static to residual and we wanted to make sure that our drop was at 25%, we could flow additional hydrants, and we could keep track of those by using additional sensors and flow devices. And in this box we give the particulars of the test, we give the pitot pressure, the pressure that's used to determine the flow, static pressure, residual pressure, percent of drop from static to residual. Over here we have the total gallons used in the test, the gallons per minute, the elapsed time of the test, and the predicted flow at 20 psi. We also can create another report that will give us total gallons used for all the hydrants that we tested today. This graph simply shows us what the gallons predicted flow would be at any pressure. You can see here where we start in red. That's your danger zone. At 20 psi, this number matches this number, and you can look at any pressure to get an approximate predicted flow. And then over here, of course, you can insert a photograph of the hydrant you just tested. To learn more about the capabilities of infrastructure management system software, refer to the owner's manual.